Open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday. Make sure you hit that like button. Everyone know we are live. It is early on a Tuesday morning. I'm so glad I kind of get a little break where with my contract job with my business, I don't have to go to those two campuses today and tomorrow because they're testing. So I get to go back home for a little bit till it's time to go to work. So I thought maybe I would jump on. I am going to come live probably in another hour. If that, it might be a little shorter time once I get home and get situated. But I wanted to, if y'all hear me now, put a 1. Hey, Buttercup, welcome. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Am I clear? I know I may go in and out. Ooh, it's about to be an accident right there. If I go in and out, just hang in there with me. I'm on the road driving, so sometimes it goes in and out. But welcome everyone coming in. Okay, thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Y'all forgive me if I can't see some of the names. Hey, Stephanie, Queen Shailene, is it McCallie? Welcome. Okay, so y'all, let me get right on into it. Okay. Hi, is it Precious? I always mess that name up. Now yesterday, y'all, oh Lord, why did I come this way? I thought this, because I was coming one way and I saw it was an accident. Traffic was backed up. I thought by now it would have cleared up. Okay, so yesterday, hey Tabany, good morning. Tanya, welcome. Okay, girl, because I wanted to make sure I got your name right. Who y'all? Okay, let me say this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Hey, Keela. Good morning, everyone. Now, yesterday, oh my gosh, y'all. I did a live yesterday morning and we were talking about a flyer that was shared about Dro, and it said Dro the sacrifice on that flyer that was shared on his aunt's page. And I just found it quite interesting, the verbiage that was used. Make sure y'all tap the like button as you're coming on in. Thank you so much. It is for free. And I just found like the word choice on that flyer very interesting, right? And I did a little video and I did a short. So if y'all haven't seen that one, make sure you tap into that one. So later on in the day, midday, because I knew I had an appointment. And so midday, I went onto Facebook and I saw, yes, it says sacrifice. And I saw Polo, Trolls, he was doing a live. And I was wondering, like, who was he talking about? Because, you know, it sounded like it had something to do with the family, Dro's family and things. And throughout all of yesterday, all the way through the night, he had been, like, laying out different receipts, putting out different posts, and videos of some stuff, y'all. Like, this has definitely gone left. Okay, when I said gone left, my mouth dropped because I'm like, what in the world? Yes, Buttercup, it was something else. I didn't go to bed, y'all, until after midnight on a weekday. Okay, I told my husband, I was like, I'm not even sleepy right now, but my brain was trying to keep up with everything. Okay, and I'm gonna lay some of this out when I get home to my laptop. But there was post after post. He was doing lives, you know, sharing some things that have taken place behind the scenes. And with this case, you know, a lot of times, y'all, you know, with things like this, we don't know. Hey, see, lady, yes, girl, I was trying to hang. And my sis fantasy. She was in Gigi's chat. She kept saying, "Open book, you still in here?" I'm like, Burley. Y'all know that girl that said Burley. I was like, Charlie, I'm about to go to bed. I can't keep up my brain. This too much emotionally. My brain was trying to like process everything. Um, it was a lot. Things were being exposed on so many levels, right? It was just too much. But y'all, I had already said that this thing had layers, okay? This thing had layers. Now, some things, like I'm going to say, okay, the jury is still out in my mind on, okay? I'm not 100 on the mom and her story and things like that because, you know, we have to think about how this thing started. Okay, the things that were stated, that were put out, too many inconsistencies. Like, to me, that still gives red flags. Okay, I still am not convinced that he just jumped out of a moving vehicle. Okay, I'm not convinced on that. Lulu was still there and needs to tell what happened. Okay, and some of this, of course, is distraction in my mind. Some of it, a small part, but a huge part does play a part into the grand scheme of things. Okay, it does play a part. Like, for example, when I say that, okay, remember yesterday I was saying about the cameras. Okay, I was like, well, that is going to be important to see, you know, if they have camera footage at the Papa John's, the hotel, so you can kind of see who was in the car, who was driving. Okay, what was his temperament? Y'all, Polo stated that the camera footage only goes back so far. It's not going to even go back to December to even pick up who was there, all of that, you know? And so I'm like, what? Ooh, y'all. So my brain is just like going. And I know some of y'all too were hanging out and trying to make sense of everything. Trying to make sense of everything. So I was like, okay, my focus is justice for Dro. Okay. I feel that if that's the main focus, like things pertaining to what happened to him, that should have been full transparency. Like, this is what we know about what happened on that day, or we've received this information, this picture, and things like that. When people are out here speaking up on behalf of a family member, a friend, or so forth, if you have some information, be honest about the information that you have. You know, those are some things that's how I feel, you know, so that we can report with integrity. You want to report with facts and as close to, you know, the truth as possible, not just kind of, we kind of knew this. Like, that's not fair. Okay, that's not fair, and it's really not fair to the loved one, if you want to be honest. Okay, things were being, okay, I read that folks then turned this case into a personal vendetta against the family. If you're going to help, really help, right? But, and I will also say, if you're going to help, everyone needs to be on one accord, and the facts, and when we say that word transparent, that's what we need to be with the people. I truly feel that. Like, a lot of people yesterday were so confused because there were some things being done behind the scenes that just was like, what? You know? So that's my opinion on that. You got to be like fully honest on some stuff. And that has always been my take. Like I said, I don't care who was involved, all of this. Like, we just want to know the truth of what happens. That's it. If it exposes some other people, it exposes some other people. But the whole thing is justice for Dro. And that's my take here on this channel. Okay, I don't know any of these people. Okay, so if we're just trying to get to the bottom of what happened to him, that's why I want to keep it. So if there are things pertaining to some things we've talked about in this case, and it's now changed or something like that, I want to be upfront and honest with you all. But I also got to be convinced on some stuff. Like, I'm not convinced until I see it in paper, on paper or something like that. This man just jumped out of a moving vehicle and he only had blunt force trauma on the back of his head. We still don't know about the gaps in time. Okay, where was he leading up to that? What did they ever go to the hotel? Because at this point, I'm questioning everything. Did they ever go to Papa John's? Was Lulu ever in the car? Like, I'm literally questioning everything. Okay, who was all there? Who wanted to? Who could have profited from this man's death? Okay. Shout out to T Lady for the sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. Truth said, yeah, I was overstimulated. Okay, I'm telling you. Hey, Honey Drip. Good morning, sis. I agree. Leah. Who is Leah? Leah turned on the family. I see that she kept saying open book. You still here? Yes. She wanted to make sure I was still up and catching everything. Yes, she sure did. I still don't believe. Right. Okay, I'm with you, S-Boy. Nothing changes with what I said, how you left him in the road. Right. So red flag still with Lulu. Exactly. Because all of that part. Okay. And then I want to revisit Lulu's statement because she did say something in a 6-page letter about some of this. She did. So on some of that, I'm going to have to give her the benefit of the doubt because some of that coming out, that's what she was saying. Okay. Now, when she said hitting with the car and all of that, hey, I don't know if that was her confession or what, but to me, that's not an accident if she hit that man with the car, whether it was intentionally or not. Okay, girl, you left this man, and according to her, okay, and came back. You wanted to give him time to cool off and came back. Even the witnesses said she came back. So where did you go during that time? Yeah, you may have gone to the hospital with him, but during the time he was on the side of the road, I'm still stuck there on that. So those are still red flags to me. Okay. Polo wants all this credit when he keeps saying that Dro was his friend, then be his true friend. And stop wanting a pat on the back. I stand on everything and everyone is questionable. Okay, at this point. Okay, I would got shot or something. Okay, I'm reading some of y'all comments. Yeah, it's probably deleted. If they did have something, yep. So you're not believing what Polo's saying? Okay. Everyone is attacking the family and Lulu off in the sunset, living her life right. And I want to get it correct. I'm not attacking the family whatsoever because that is a loss nonetheless to their family. My plea is that, we're moving in total honesty and sharing what the public on some stuff, okay, that is crucial to this case if people are fighting for justice, reporting on it, and so forth. Okay, so it's no attack, but we want to make sure that things are being done with integrity. He got mad because, well, I don't think he got mad at that for the simple fact he had already done a lot of footwork. And I think his take, and this is just my opinion on what I'm, on the outside looking in, I think he's saying that some of the things that the private investigator is going to find is some of the things he found. He looked into the camera part, okay, and saying that, at this point, if there's going to be some type of justice, like, people are going to have to start talking and speaking up, which is why I did an appeal the other day to Lulu. Okay, because if she knows what happens, like really happened, okay, because we're hearing multiple stories. Girls, speak up. Tell it. I don't care who was involved. Like, that's the least you could do, is speak up and tell what happened to Dro. Okay, what really, really happened that day? And so sometimes, y'all, in the streets, I'm under a bridge in case I go out, y'all. Let me wait till I move up. Sometimes there's a code on the street where people don't want to tell what happened. Okay, so then what do you do? What do you do? If the police have said, okay, well, there's nowhere we can go with this, then what? That's why I'm saying people need to speak up. Now, if the private investigator has, I don't know what else, besides the autopsy, toxicology, what other witnesses, because some of the witnesses have already spoken up. We've heard what they've had to say. If they can find out what has happened in the gaps of time that we're missing, okay, and have some type of camera footage or photos from near that bridge of what happened, then hey, so be it. Maybe they can get more info. Hey, user, welcome. Right, I have so much to say too. If I had gone live yesterday, I would have been all over the place. Even this morning, I still feel like I'm still processing. Okay, but I just wanted to kind of see what y'all think. I'm still processing. I have a whole lot to say, but I'm still just going to process and let the chips fall as they may and let the truth fully come out. Okay, on some stuff before I give my thoughts. That's why I listen to you, Open Book, and Ray, because y'all try to show the facts. Thank you so much, S-Boy. Yes, exactly. Polo can get info, then that would help out alongside of the investigation. All pieces matter. I agree with that. I definitely agree. All pieces do matter, y'all, because it plays into, and I know sometimes some of the small things may be like, why are people worried about that? No, all pieces matter. Why do y'all think I've been going through as much as I didn't want to go over to that channel because I knew who put the videos up. However, even I think Polo said this part too. I have been pulling out things that Dro has said from his own mouth. Okay? I've been looking at those videos and peeping stuff. So if a person's telling you, sometimes people speak in codes or different stories, pay attention. Pay attention, because there's some clues out there. It really is. So all things do matter. The smallest things, you will be surprised, can be a clue or a key in solving a case. They look at everything and everyone. They look at everything. I'm telling you, even the small little stuff. Like, what? I didn't know that part. Okay, that's something I'm going to clock. Hey, yes, there is so. Good morning. Okay, she said, seriously, you sound like me. I'm telling you, that is what they wanted you to do. Muddy water. Seems like it's a money grab. They said he jumped out. Wow. Some things aren't meant for the internet, in my opinion. Right, I agree. The family needs to fast and pray, ask the Most High to get justice for their loved one. Yup. All kind of people popped out last night. Okay, T-Lady. I'm telling you, girl, when you start getting close to the truth and some stuff is hitting, baby, you're going to see pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. Who are you? Where you come from? Y'all, we line to see different friends pop out. Some of these people, I was like, Harpo, who these people? Who these people, Harpo? Okay, because, baby, I ain't never seen some of these people. Okay, people popping out from everywhere. See, that's how you know. That is, I'm telling y'all, that is a huge clue when you getting close to some stuff. Baby, you start getting people you ain't seen, ain't heard from this whole almost 3 months. And you like, wait a second, where you come from? you? Okay, what is your take, ma'am or sir? You are right about that. Hey, it is what it is. Welcome. Yeah, I don't think it's an accident. Auntie said that Lulu got a new boyfriend. Polo was mad because they stopped talking to him and they switched up. Yeah, I mean, my thing is, I would be concerned too. Like, what's going on? I mean, that would be natural if y'all have been rocking and rolling. If you're rocking and rolling with someone and uh, you're putting information out, trying to help solve the case, and things start looking a little shady, like that's just a human side. You just kind of want to know what's going on. Like, what happened? Let's see. I understand he has felt he still should know. She got to the bank with the swiftness. Okay. Right. Because, baby, why is that on your mind so much? Oh, let me hurry and go to the bank, take this money out. Like, come on now. That's a red flag. Let's see. He can't do nothing compared to a professional. They gave him that information, though, and he is not a PI. Y'all got to stop listening to Polo. The people say he wanted the family to pay him the money. Wow, stuck in limbo. I wasn't saying you were attacking the family, OB. I was just saying that the internet. Oh, no, I knew you weren't saying that I was. No. I was just making that clear for people coming in that that's not my, I don't roll like that. But I do try to, speak up and try to be fair and honest in my assessment and what I bring to my platform. Like, what is it that's really going on? Because I know if I was seeing this yesterday, I know y'all were seeing it yesterday. The majority of the people. Now, some people don't rock on Facebook like that and don't know what happened. Okay. Now, Gigi went live too. Shout out to Gigi. Okay. She did a couple of lives showing, some of the things that were coming out. And y'all, CC, I don't know if y'all know, okay, but CC came out yesterday as well and was talking on Gigi's panel. Okay, now, at first she didn't know she was on live, but she was laying it all out there, though. Okay, she was putting it out there on some stuff that had really transpired, and she said that her and Auntie Natasha did have a conversation. She said she was really hurt and upset that she didn't come out and say that she knew her and what she was saying, was what she had told her. And so they had a conversation, but y'all, she just laid it out there, some stuff. Okay. And I'm going to play that snippet. And I was like, my mouth just dropped. But like I said, I'm not 100% on the mom yet. I'm not 100% there yet on some stuff that she was saying that the mom has stated. Because, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm not blowing with the wind. Right. They don't understand PI is certified. He wants the people to tell who the PI is. The investigator might have people in places that can answer more questions. I hope so. Did you? Yes, Miss Lady T. I saw all of that. Everybody can't be the chiefs, and that's the problem. That's true. Joe said it out his own mouth, right? The people can't drop it all on the floor if they want Lulu locked up. I think it's weird that Lulu only picked out certain videos, but not all of them. Yes, I do agree with that part. Yes, because I was like, baby, just put it all out there. Okay. And what happened to his channel anyways? Can we still find that out? Okay. Can we still, in the midst of finding stuff out, can we still find out what happened to Dro's channel? I think it's weird that Lulu, okay, I read that. I kept saying they mad because Polo was calling Tasha and them on BS and lies. Yeah. Harpo, who that is? Let's see. Hey, nothing but the truth. Look, you were in the building too last night. I was like, and y'all, shout out to Nothing But the Truth. She had peeped some stuff early on, okay, and she's done some videos on that, this very thing. Now, me, I'm the type, I clock it and peep it and be like, oh, okay. I just don't come out and talk about or do videos on everything, like, but no, I'm glad that she did. She had already done that. But I just peep everything. I'm an observer. Okay. And I just like take note of stuff because in my mind, the way I process things, it's like I have to put pieces together. If I'm missing something, I really just don't talk on it. Then it slowly is confirmed. Like, hey, I credit to the Holy Spirit. Okay, well, show me things. I tell my kids, you not gonna get away with stuff when your mama knows God and has the Holy Spirit, baby, telling her stuff. Okay, you not gonna get away. He gonna tell on you every time. My son, he downloaded an app last night, went to sleep. I get an email, $16. Okay. I was so upset. Like, really? Okay, let me turn this. Ooh, baby, this is a blast. Let me turn the air on. Good morning, Miss Williams. Not she justice for Dro's money. They were mad because he asked them to clear up the lies. Yes, that part, to me, that's integrity. Like, clear up the lies. Don't have people out here on one narrative, and we know that narrative is wrong. I think the family should have went with a PI from the beginning. This case is messy. I don't know what to believe now. Right. Hi, Sonia. She got a GoFundMe for the kids. Yeah, Tiffany. Yeah, that GoFundMe for the kids. Child, I don't know what's going on with that. Some people, because this is an $11,000 goal, and I think so far it's raised what, $900 some dollars. I don't know. Some people just not believing in it or don't have the funds for it or what. And allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, but I guess there's some proof of this out there that the kids were never on the policy. And see, we've been thinking that Lulu took the kids' names off of the policy. See, it's stuff like that we got to clear up, okay, if that's the truth. Because then, allegedly, the $250,000 we thinking Lulu just transferred out, allegedly, there was no $250,000. Wait, what? Okay, so we got to clear up these narratives and things that are put out if they're not correct, okay? Gigi was being messy because she didn't like Polo. No, Gigi, she said she liked him and how he lays it on the floor. She's also just showing things like, hey, I'm just gonna show it too. It's gonna be up to people to formulate their own thoughts and opinions. I'm not gonna force my thoughts and opinions on anyone, but you can at least show because it's pertaining to the case. Okay, if we're saying justice for Dro, all of this encompasses that. Now, I don't think, me personally, I'm not going to go into the dad's, situation with the cheating. I don't need to do that. Because that part, I don't think has anything to do with justice for Dro. He got to take care of that with his whoever, yeah. So I'm not going to touch on all of that part, but that was put out for those of you who watched the live on yesterday, Polo's live yesterday on some stuff behind the scenes with that. Okay, so I'm just going to try to keep it as focused as possible on the details that pertain to justice for Dro. Let's see here. I missed that part. At this point, everything has to be verified. Too many troll. Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. No, he wasn't mad about the money. He was mad because they were playing in his face, and he was asking them to do things, but it was never done. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We just have to separate the gossip from the true investigation. Yes, that part, Leah. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I believe in S boy. I'm not saying the mama. I gotta, cause the way she was moving, all this different stuff. Cause my thing is this: if you two feel that it was an accident, right? Then why are you at this meeting talking about justice for Dro? Okay, because to me that says I don't think it was an accident. I'm not going to say, oh, if you have a loved one that falls off of a motorcycle on the road, gets into an accident, and you like, oh, my loved one is gone. I know it was a car accident. You move on with life. You heal, you pray, you get through life, right? You're not going to go to a town hall meeting saying, look, my loved one was here and I need to know what happened. Okay? I'm justice for Dro to the day I die. Wait, what? But you just, that's an accident. So what are you trying to get justice for? Okay? So that is the confusing part for a lot of people as well. Because in that case, just don't go there at all. If you already knew it was an accident. What are we saying justice for Dro for? If this whole thing has been an accident, what are we saying justice for Dro for? Okay, and if it was deemed an accident, what is the accident? I am yet to hear from anyone on what the accident was. Because I'm almost getting sick or tired of everybody saying it's an accident. It's an accident. It was an accident. Okay, what was the accident? We still don't know that. And not that people don't probably, would have a hard time accepting that it's an accident. We just don't know what the accident was. Okay? That's the main part to this whole thing is what was the accident? Let's see. Let me see what y'all saying. Well, they were fine with Polo until he started getting close to something, and he's not a yes man. Yeah, I agree with that. He's not a yes man. Hey, honey, 5K. My thing is, if Cece is telling the truth about Natasha knowing that it was an accident, then that's foul. That's deceiving the supporters. Yeah, that will be deception. I knew that female was suspect. I don't care how much she's related to him. Something didn't seem right about her. Plus, she getting mad cash apps. The baby mama. Oh, okay. Hi, Larissa. Accidental doubles in value. I did hear that. It is what it is. Everything Polo and Natasha has put out was debunked. A lot of folks swaying and being messy. That's it. That's all. I was listening to Gigi. I am stuck and confused. Polo was just catching them up in all their lives. The dad said he once was his. Yeah. And allegedly, some people wanted Dro's wallet, and looking for the wallet. Like, y'all, to me, that's just sad. If a loved one passes, and we've even heard that from C Ray. Shout out to C Ray, and what didn't add up when she said that Jason came with the mom to gain access to something. And the mom allegedly does have his car. Okay, so I was wondering, was it the car that she was trying to get? Like, to me, I don't know. Like, material things and money and things, it being the first thing on your mind when a loved one is not even in the ground yet. Okay, like, to me, I've never been that person, so it's hard for me to fathom that. Because when my mom passed away, child, I wasn't worried about, I wonder how much money she left us, or she had this, or what I need to go to the house to get. Like, what? That would be the furthest thing from your mind for a loved one that you really love. Now, yes, those things will have to be talked about eventually because you have to take care of funeral arrangements, things like that. But they're still in the hospital and you're looking for, oh, Lord, no. I don't know about that. Okay, so you tried to send a cash app for the PI. Okay. Hey, spilling the grits. Right, honey, 5K. Yeah, I don't know about the baby mama either with that cash. Y'all silly. Larissa. Not a Rolling Stone. They don't even know what happened to even consider. Right. Nothing but the truth. I thought I was the only one. I mean, y'all let me know. Am I missing something? If I'm missing something, please let me know because I want to be on one accord. I just feel like I'm missing the main piece. Like what happened? I do not come to me with that he jumping out of a vehicle thing only. Okay. Like, cause the injuries. Okay, now if the injuries match with that, okay, I can see. But I just don't understand why the injuries wouldn't match with him jumping out of a moving vehicle. And then we have no proof of that. Was it he really just jumping out of a moving vehicle? Or was he put on side of this road after being hit? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just not adding up. It's not that part to me. You're not missing anything. It's just a bunch of people that's pressed over money. That's not love. Okay. Word is Dro and mom wasn't even talking when he lost his life. Mm. Yep. The baby mama was putting up cash out. Not in Polo's live. What? Not the cash app. Ooh. As boy said, you're doing good. Open book. Just stay away from the messy with it. I like your view on it. Thank you so much. Okay, because I just want to make sure I'm not missing something. No, she was getting on Polo and he was always posting her cash. Oh, got you. Okay. So he was trying to help. Okay. He ain't jumped and Lulu is alive. Matter of fact, Cash App and Zelle didn't work for PI. I told myself it's a sign. Something. Wait a minute. You were trying to send it Cash App and Zelle and it didn't go through. Oh Lord. Mama suspect doesn't seem like an accident. It's truly sad that you could pass away and some people just think about money. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, Miss Lady T, yes. Now that part, he did catch people behind the scenes talking about him. Okay. Uh Pillow talking about what's going on. Okay. Now that part is a part of the case. So if you a part of the case and you behind the scenes talking to people about things, not knowing that they are close to another person and they telling that person what's being said, then hey, you have a right to be upset. Okay. Because and that can happen. Okay. Because hey, I thought what's going on? Let's see. I think someone knocked Dro out defending Lulu and Lulu not telling the full story because if Lulu told them what happened, why she asked the detective what happened and request to see footage. And to me, when she requested to see footage, she was probably trying to see if there was footage. Yeah, because she knows what happened. She wanted to see what their hands had. Do y'all have footage of this? And they know if there is no footage of this, they think I've gotten away with it. Because who gonna say something? Who gonna be the first one to really say something? If there's no evidence or footage, they put this story out, and then this is the one everybody has. But who's gonna contradict that? Unless there is by chance some footage from the highway, okay, showing that moment or a clip or something nearby, but I don't know. I do not think he jumped out of a moving vehicle. I do believe something happened to him that involved his girlfriend, but she got away with it. She thinks she has. We need to see a receipt for the PI if you so-called transparent. She said she need a receipt. Hey, but when you collect the money from people, you do need to like give receipts or show something because I remember we were doing a giveaway in Romika's case, and not a giveaway, but toys and things for her son. And so through their emails, I sent receipts of everything, pictures of everything Okay, so they knew where their money was going. They knew exactly where their money was going. Fully transparent. I don't play with folks' money. Okay, so yes, you do when folks are giving money, especially if it's large amounts of money, then there needs to be some type of receipt or something. If not for the public, because I didn't show all of that to the public, but the people behind the scenes that gave had access to all of that information. They knew how much we collected. They knew they received receipts of how much they sent, okay, which method they used to send it, all of that. So yeah, I agree. People need some type of proof of what they're doing or what you're using it for. Let's see. I do not think. Okay, I read that. Dro ain't jumped nowhere. This is super sad. Dro was a good dude. Lulu is still suspect. She's not getting away with anything. Everyone's suspect to me, right? Polo stated that the family don't have footage and the detectives don't have none either. He did say that. Yes. I think that too. They jumped Dro and somebody hit him from behind and they dumped him. Right, Miss Lady T? Because that's what it's given. Okay. It's given because if he, come on, y'all. We just watched the little short video of even a stunt double. Okay, let's think this through right quick. Even a stunt double had to prepare when you're opening a car door and the wind. Oh, yeah, they want us to believe that the wind took this man out of a vehicle, okay, and threw him out. I have never seen wind that strong with it. Now, I have seen some wind where you walk into the door, you walk into the door and the wind like will push you. Like you don't even have to use too much effort where the wind is kind of pushing you, right? But I have never seen wind take you up out of a vehicle and put you on the road. I haven't seen that. Maybe y'all have. Okay. I haven't seen wind do that. Now, if it was that windy, okay, and you have food on your lap, you have all this different food, wings, pizza, then my thing is this. How could you open the door against strong wind like that? Clock fits. If the wind was that strong, when y'all saying the wind took his body out of his vehicle, how could he even get the door open enough, get his food, and fall out or jump out of his vehicle like that? Because the wind would have pushed the door back going between 25 to 30 miles per hour. It wouldn't have picked you up out of a seat and thrown you out of a vehicle. If y'all have supernatural wind like that in Gainesville, I never want to come. Okay? I never want to come to a place with supernatural wind like that. I just don't see that. Okay? I can't picture that. Because we have to understand that wind would have done the opposite. It would have shut the door. Okay, it's not going to hold the door open. You have to push the door open against that wind first, then jump out. Now, where are broken, did he break anything? No, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. That part does not make sense to me. She said that the gravity of the wind caused Dro to hit his head when jumping out of the car, that it was an accident. And so when Lulu showed up to the scene, she did not panic. I would have panicked. Okay. Okay. Because this was someone that you thought you were about to marry. Okay. Y'all were close, been together all these years. And you're seeing him on side of a road, not moving. Okay. And girls, stop. No. They don't need to show y'all the PI because y'all gonna harass. No, not necessarily the name of the person. Yeah, you may not want to put that info out, but I think people are saying to show, some sort of services. Okay, these are the services that were paid for, without. You can still be confidential but at least transparent with where their money went. I think that's what people are saying. I'm not saying, I mean, because I didn't give towards that, but the people that did, that's what I think they're saying. Everyone's suspicious at this point. Side eye everyone, including the pets, not the pets. Okay, so the clear people was driving the red car. Why they like Craig? Okay, Shailene said, why they like Craig? Oh, question. Well, I can't drop the link on here, user, because I'm on YouTube. Now, if I was on StreamYard, yes. Right, Miss Lady T. She said the pets. Girl, they said the wind. Now, I was done. I think I went to sleep after that. I can't take no more. I couldn't take any more after that. Okay. Oh. Then the mama say the wind hit him. Girl, wait a minute. I don't know. Not hit him. I don't know. Hit him, took him out the car. It's giving all of that is a lot to me. And Lulu not panic at the scene. Yep. It's never no accident. I do not care who said it, and just cause a person tell you something doesn't make it true. Clock that. Right. Yep. Yes, that's why I'm waiting on C Ray. C Ray, where you at, girl? We need that autopsy report. She may already have it. I don't know. But I'm hoping that she'll kind of give us, I know it's only so much that she can release when it comes to things like that. But hopefully she'll give us more info from that autopsy report. Because, I mean, you got taken out of a vehicle by wind. Child, you should have some broken something. Okay. Yeah, I would have panicked. Him only having a scrape on his back prove he didn't jump. Exactly. Dro was hit with that Hennessy bottle at the cabin when him and Lulu was fussing. Jason helped place Dro under that. Well, they said that Jason was not there for that, and they've cleared him, saying, he's a humble or, quiet young man that doesn't get involved in things like this. I don't know too much about him. That's what Cece was saying last night. The family, said that Jason didn't have anything to do with it. No. Now all of a sudden he didn't have scratches. This is a frustrating situation. You can see the event date, recorder info. If the car was going 60 miles per hour and suddenly braked hard 3 seconds before the incident, that tells the investigator something if the speed never changed. Okay, got you. Okay. They right, an invoice, right. Nothing but the truth. And there was no break-in. That also tells the story things everybody can't do, only a professional. That's true. Now that is true. I agree. You get a confirmation email from the private investigator or the company, right? Mm-hmm. No, people want to see where their money went, right? We want receipts. She said she want her receipt. Okay, big facts. Why their YouTube? Why the white people drove the red car? Why loud? I don't understand that either. I'm telling y'all. Renee say wind hit him and killed him, but Lulu still rolled off, lock her up. I cannot believe she said the wind hit him. I don't need to see where my money is going because I give from a cheerful heart. Right, Sharon. I mean, my thing is, I think the reason that people are saying that now is because things are coming out. Other than that, no one really was talking about receipt for a PI. Okay. But now that things are starting to come out, uh, and stuff, last night especially, um, yeah, that's why. Right, Miss Lane. I promise y'all, I keep hearing when she came on Gigi's panel, she said, I don't know no CC, no BG, no TT. No TT. No GG. I was tickled. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That thing tickled me. And Cece called her. She said they had a conversation, and she said the aunt did not know that she went by Cece. So when people were saying a Cece is talking about saying that you said this XYZ, she was like, I don't know no Cece, but she has another name. Uh, that was one of her friends that she grew up with. So Cece was originally out here, sharing details, like being a spokesman, kind of like what Polo was doing. Before there was a Polo, there was a CC. Okay. CC walks so Polo could run. I'm trying to bring some humor to this, y'all, because this thing here, oh my gosh, it's so deep and it has turned so much. But CC, when this originally happened, was like a spokesman, okay, coming to panels, speaking, telling what took place on various platforms, okay. And so she was telling it and so forth. And then came right. I don't think did CC go to did she go to the funeral? I don't know. So the clear people what to say. Oh, Buttercup, I don't know. Now that hey. Now I will say this. When I went back and looked at that video, Auntie Natasha did tell what the first witness told her. Okay, some of the things he has shared with her, she was telling that on that video. Some people I think were saying that she didn't, say that, but I did see her say what the first guy told her. But I don't know about that. We'll just clock it, just put it to the side. I think the people are saying that because they've been told lies on top of other five lies. Yeah. Now she's siding with Renee because Natasha lied about knowing her. And you know what? That's the thing. I'm not just because you go and feels like the mom is telling you some stuff. Like I'm not 100% sold on the mother. I don't know these people. I'm watching patterns. I watch how people move. That's how, we kind of can tell on some of this because we don't know these people. We don't. Okay, we don't know past history and all of that. A lot of us, I'm gonna speak on myself because some of y'all may know them, came into this for Justice for Dro and the whole Lulu thing and him jumping from a vehicle being she was the last person that he was with. I didn't believe that story. Okay, so I'm like, man, that's messed up how this happened and this girl was the last one. This is his girlfriend. Like, did she do something to like this is why. So I like the truth to come out. Okay. All this other stuff, child, I don't know. Cause I don't know who will lie. I don't know what they got going on. I just want justice for Dro and the truth to come out as far as what happened to him that day. No, that does not make him perfect. Yes, he has a history, background. I haven't gone into all of that. Okay. What happened to him on that day? Just like with Romika's case. People want to bring up how Romika is, what she's done in her past. What happened to her that day? I like to keep it on what happened on that day. Okay. Now, leading up to that, on that day, that morning, okay, the day before perhaps, were there phone calls, were other people involved, like those types of things. All of this other stuff, like we lying about this, we sleeping with this person, the stuff comes out and I'm watching it on live, but my brain is still on what happened that day. Okay, what caused him to lose his life? That's what we want to know. Okay, let's see. There was no way you don't know your friend nickname. Oh, yes, that was her. Dragging people to hell for hell. But if you was Snake, a close friend, Oh, yeah. Because I think a lot of people started side eyeing after that too. Because I too was like, what is going on here? I did side eye after that because that was not right. I'm going to be honest. Like, if somebody's been out here speaking up on y'all's behalf, and then when the pressure is on and people are attacking them and coming for them, then don't just leave them like that. That was messed up. Like, at least say, yeah, I did share this with her or something like that. I didn't get too close to this case because they literally, oh, really? Down the street from me, Renee stays off of Davis Boulevard and the Davis stay behind the mall. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. We do not know. Right. We don't know these people. No offense. And with all due respect, okay, I ain't saying it like that. I'm just saying we don't. We are on social media covering a story. Okay, and that goes for any story. Okay, we don't know these people in real life. Now, if you do, I ain't talking to you. I don't. I'm covering this. We want justice for Dro. Bottom line, you can't reopen that with internet noise alone. You need license, credentials, and legal strategy. And Polo served its purpose, even though all of this made it easy for the other side. Gotcha. Hey, T. Smith, good morning. Ooh, y'all. This is crazy work. Oh my gosh. Crazy work. Well, look, yesterday, now when he said, welcome to the war zone, I was thinking about, oh, this just gonna be, he might put out some little receipts, but child, yesterday did feel like a war zone. I don't know what we're in for today. And we are, look, really in a war right now in the whole world. But even on social media, I don't even know what is to come today. I didn't expect any of that yesterday. I'm gonna be honest. Like, what? I couldn't even post nothing because I was trying to keep up with everything. I said, let me try to take in and watch and keep up with as much as I can. That took me to midnight. Okay. So I couldn't even go live. Okay. Hey, see, Ray is in the building. Your ears are probably itching, sis, because we were like, look, we need some more info about this autopsy. Because it's being stated that the wind took Tyrone out of the vehicle. And that's how, as he was jumping out, that's how he lost his life. And I'm just not, something's not adding up. What didn't add up, that's not adding up for me. Okay. In my mind, when you're going allegedly 25, 30 miles per hour and the wind is pushing against the vehicle, there's a lot of work to do with that. Okay. That's a lot of work. And then you have a person driving a vehicle and you over here looking like you about, like, oh, that's a lot going on. And then if she was driving, she has this whole boot on. Like, it's a lot. Okay. Yesterday was definitely a lot. I don't know if you saw it. Girl, was a lot. Let's see. It's wild out here in these YouTube streets, right? Okay. Well, it was mainly going down on Facebook yesterday. Even before it came to YouTube, it went down yesterday on Facebook. That's where a lot of it started, like coming out and people sharing things and so forth. It threw me off, but I had a feeling it was going to be some BS. They have to have sufficient evidence to reopen this case. Let's see. So after doing CC dirty, then Gigi now Polo says a lot about a person. Oh, and now Polo, it says a lot about him. Yeah. That's what some people were saying. Like, if it's a pattern, then people start looking at that person. Okay. Some people were saying that. I think CC inserted herself, cousin started speaking. Tasha loved to talk, so I don't see her telling CC to speak for her family, just my opinion. Okay. Let's see. C. Ray said, we are working hard to get records and stay in contact with the family to update everyone. Thank you for all of your hard work with you and your team, too. We appreciate that. Mrs. Easy said, that was nothing but the devil. Okay. T Lady, no, I didn't. I don't know. I said, Harpo, who these people? I, I don't. Y'all, I'm trying to make light of some stuff because this is so heavy right now. But I don't know that lady. I'm like Mariah Carey. I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing she's an activist. I haven't seen her with activists before. Okay, that doesn't mean she's not. I just don't know her. And she came from out of nowhere. I don't know who that lady is. Like, what's his name? Funky Dineva, the lady. I don't know that lady. I don't know the lady. Oh my God. Let's see. I would tell them to cease all communications. Okay. Tasha throwing rocks and hiding her hands. CC exact words were, he jumped in the car and out of the car, and the gravity of the wind caused Joe's demise. Wait, not jump in the car. Did she say in the car? I got to go back and I do want to find that clip. Because I'm definitely sharing everything she said last night. Okay. Y'all got to be on the lookout for that. I'm definitely sharing that. And I'm definitely sharing some of the updates pertaining to things pertaining to, okay, the case only. All the extra drama stuff, the baby mama drama. I'm not going to share that. Y'all going to have to look on your own. But if it pertains to getting justice for Dro and the things we've discussed that have been put out, okay, then hey, I'm going to share that with y'all. Yes, Sonia. She keeps saying it's an accident, but we still just don't know what the accident is or was. From the jump, why would you think to send CC online with the narrative if you really want justice for Dro? Right. She said all Polo want is his cup water. And Polo said he doesn't drink cup water every day. And I think he has paid promotion now. Congratulations from Cutwater. Lulu is the original creators of Boots on the Ground. Okay. Oh my God. No, she told CC to come to the internet. Okay, so C. Ray said, we've requested the autopsy report along with other records, but the case has to be closed altogether before anything is released from the ME. Hopefully we hear something soon. Oh, okay. So she said once it's closed completely, then they'll probably start getting more of those documents. Okay. Thank you for that update. She was really trying to get money off her nephew's demise. Wow. Exactly what was the accident? We don't know. If you find out before me, let me know. Okay. Because, okay, this is why I say that. Let's just say they want to go with the wind threw his body out of a vehicle he was trying to jump from. To me, that wouldn't be an accident. To me, that would look more like a suicide. Okay, and it wasn't classified as that. Okay, so how is that an accident when a person would be intentionally? Y'all got to think about this. Okay, some stuff is just common sense that we just using our brains. If you're going to say someone intentionally was jumping from a moving vehicle, that would not be an accident. Okay, that part would not be an accident. So what are we doing? Now, if this person got out of a car and was hit by another car, now not just intentionally jumping, I'm talking about if they willingly just got out of a car, okay, and someone came through and accidentally hit them, not knowing that they were right there, that would be an accident. Okay. So him, why are we adding sauce to it though? Why would we say this man intentionally jumped from a vehicle or the wind took him? It come on now. That doesn't even make sense to me, even saying it right now. So I don't know why they want us to go with that. That's not making sense. Okay. That's not making sense. Polo said they was taking his advice. They wasn't okay taking his advice. Must have been taking it from the activists, possibly. Okay, I'm not professional like C-Red open book. I share all the messy BS. Right? Okay. Yes, nothing but the truth. Shout out to her. She would definitely probably have a full video of all of it. Okay, and best believe I go over there and watch. Okay, because I need to know all parts. Okay, all parts matter. User said what Paula did, even with good intentions, damaged the witness pool. Everybody who came on his channel, talked to him publicly, or got named in those broadcasts is now influenced in legal terms. Oh, yeah. Now that's a good point. Yep. She said, C. Ray said, we don't believe this was an accident, so we continue to help the Jennings and the Davis family get answers until the case is resolved altogether. You are appreciated, open book. Thank you so much. And you know what? I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you said that we are not crazy. Okay. She even said they don't believe it was an accident. So, y'all, it's justice for Tyrone. That's what we want to get to the bottom of. And see, sometimes, if you think about it, y'all, the enemy is the author of confusion. Okay. Now, things can be exposed and brought to light, but the whole purpose of the enemy is to create the confusion part. Okay. When we start getting truth, facts, and things like that, that's bringing things to light. He doesn't like that. He likes to dwell in darkness and lies, confusion. That's his stomping ground. Okay. But when you start bringing things to light, when you start exposing truth, he doesn't like that. Okay. So that's why it's like more spiritual warfare in this as well. And I kind of felt the same thing too over in with the Romika's case as well, y'all. It's a spiritual warfare on some stuff. I truly feel that. Some of y'all may know what I'm talking about. Right. That would be a mighty strong win. Oh my gosh. MJ says, a mother, I would want to know the exact details of what and why. That help for Lulu would not be in my presence unless I knew all the facts. The mother seems suspicious, her motives. I would need to know. Right. Dro didn't jump anywhere. Somebody jumped him. I feel that too. A truck driver is very skilled in cars, roads, and hazards. Black brothers ain't jumping. I know. Clock that. And we just watched the video where he talked about road safety. He knew what could happen, and he talked about wind. So ironic. Okay. It's so ironic in that same video, he was talking about the wind, which that's another video. Y'all still forgot to put that up after it wasn't doing right the other day. When I was laughing in the background, that's what happened. I recorded the video, y'all, but I wasn't muted while it was recording, and I had to delete it because I was back there laughing and cutting up at something. And I said, they probably thinking I'm laughing at Dro, and I'm not. I just wasn't muted. So yeah, in that snippet, he was also talking about wind. Okay. And the impacts it can have. Oh, yeah. That's what he was saying, because it was a car. That's what happened. Not a car, a truck. 18-wheeler was turned over. okay, on the side of the road. He was doing like a vlog about it. And he was saying, yeah, because yesterday that wind was very strong. And like with the wind, it could turn over. If you're not careful, you have to have a grip on the wind. Like he was actually talking about wind in that video and the importance of being careful on the road when it's windy like that. And lo and behold, we got people saying wind that through him, and no offense to Cece, okay, I'm just saying the story that she told, and saying that they're saying that this was an accident, that he was jumping from a vehicle and the wind took him back and he fell out, okay, onto the asphalt. Let's see. He didn't jump out of that car for show. She's suspicious because mama could have said something to the people to let us know. Yeah, and I've always wondered, like, why hasn't she at least, even if she doesn't want to tell like her business or whatever, how come she hasn't at least shared with the public, like, this is what happened to my son? Being as though her name is on the report, and seeing that, I guess, because some people are not going against his mom. She can't say everyone has been going against her or whatever. But, just having that transparency of this is my son, this is what happened. But at the same time, even in that video with Dro, when he was asking her, to share what happened to the second son, what he did, what happened when he came over to her house, and she was like just in there. He said, well, you want me to tell him? She was like, you could tell him. So even then she didn't speak up. So I don't know. Maybe she doesn't like to speak up publicly or on lives or whatever like that. I don't know. Let's see. From professional standpoint, once I got the case, I would tell the family that everyone outside this room is a threat to the case. Most people don't understand this. Oh, okay, user. If he jumped, then that would be considered a suicide and insurance won't pay out. Accident could double based on the policy. Yes, exactly. Miss Lady T said, look, I drive professionally. Dro was a professional tractor truck driver. We have to take so many safety precautions. He ain't jumped. Right. MJ said the mama Renee is happy. She got those personal possessions like the cars and money. That heifer don't want nobody to investigate nothing. Well, I don't know what happened yesterday, but she was really happy yesterday. Some people thinking there's some come in, but she was happy about something. She didn't say what it was, but it was something big yesterday that happened. I know open book, how the wind took him out. No way. Right. Okay, so MJ said, I worked in insurance for years. Suicide is not covered. Clock it. Okay, so if we're going to say that this man jumped from a vehicle, then the medical examiner, they need to change the category they put. Okay. Am I missing something? Because, oh no, or did y'all tell him? No, just put accident. It was just an accident. Go ahead and put that down. Just like you were saying, oh, we don't need autopsy or investigation. Like, come on. What happened with that? If we're saying that he jumped out of a vehicle, that would not be classified as an accident. I'm just saying. Okay? Especially if it was intentional. If he jumped, he would have had more injuries. He would have had like the rash. And then when he went to the hospital would have seen those markings as well and would have put that down. So we'll see when the official autopsy comes out and so forth. Let's see. Remember the crisis action on Angie Stone's scene? That lady looks just like, oh, you know what? It's not the same lady, but Miss Lady T, no lie. Okay, I thought about the same thing. I thought about the same thing. Oh my goodness. I said, now this seems familiar. And notice, is this not a racial thing or anything like that? But in both of those situations with Angie Stone and with this situation, y'all, no black people were out there telling it. Okay, even the first witness, he doesn't sound black. Where are the black people at, Harpo? Okay, the black people, I haven't seen not a one black person. I just thought about that. I haven't seen in any of even Polo's witnesses the homeless people, okay, the witnesses, the couple, the first witness, none of them were black. Where are the black people at in Gainesville? Is that area predominantly white? Y'all let me know. Okay, it's not a racial thing. I'm just making an observation. Where are all the black people, Harpo? Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out. God don't bless Miss, right? Good morning, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Now, Miss Parker, I want to know. Did you see all of what was taking place yesterday? Because I know Miss Parker minds her business. Y'all check her out. She has a variety of topics that she covers. But I'm curious to know. I just know you probably gonna do a lot on your thoughts on everything that went on yesterday. Because it was a whole whirlwind. Okay, it took us all by surprise. It was just so much on one day that just was revealed and came out. So I am definitely curious to know your take when you get a chance on all of this. This is not even nowhere near funny. What's so funny with the constant laughing? I always laugh and try to bring some type of humor. If you are not familiar with me and my channel, what is it? Live life, love life. Oh, well, you should really know about laughter. Okay, you should really know about laughter. Laughter is as a medicine. And did I not just say earlier, if you were here, that this is so heavy and so deep? I am trying to bring a little humor to it. Okay, this is the report that I have with my supporters. This is how we chat and enjoy life. We love life. Okay, so we can do two things at one time. We can get justice for Dro and we can have some laughs. Okay, I hope that's okay with you. Okay, love life. Love it a little better. Okay, why wouldn't a mother team up with their father to understand the why of how their child died? Right. Yep. Why would Renee entertain Cece knowing she was advocating for the Davis family? Now that part I do not know, T lady, but I have definitely observed. Okay, just know I don't speak on everything, but I observe a lot, and I was curious about that. I was definitely curious. Now I do think, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta ask someone that kind of familiar, but if I'm not mistaken, I think she knows her as well. I think she said she knows her as well, but I need to verify that. The mom killed the police investigation out the gate by saying to take Lulu's word for it. Yep. The issue is, what is that word? Nobody knows. That's what I'm saying. It was multiple stories. At first, it was, and I think C-Ray even covered this. I need to go back and look at that. But I think one of the stories was he fell at the gas station and hit his head. And then Lulu was like, no, she didn't tell the mom that. So it was, how could you get that confused? Okay. How could you get that confused? So I don't even know if it's footage at the gas station still to be able to try to prove that. That's still another question mark right there. Let's see. Does anyone think or agree that Lulu has already told the mother what really happened, and because of their bond, she agrees to keep it quiet? I think the mother already knows what really happened. Possibly. Word is that it's a dirt funeral director involved with Rose DeMyers. I don't know. Okay, so it's predominantly white. Okay, thank you, Lauren. No, they were Tasha messages that she sent Polo to check out. Okay, the medical examiner needs to correct that. I always question the nurse and husband, because the nurse know better than to move a body that could use the car with flashers on. Yes, definitely. Hey, Brittany. Exactly. Queen Shailene, y'all know how we move. Yep, the mom knows, but those two have already split those assets. So the mom is good. They have a pact to protect each other. Ooh. Yeah, because on that call, remember, to the medical examiner's office, she was trying to clear her name and Lulu's name. Did they find any new info on the Tyrone case? It's a whole lot, Brittany. We look, except for the part about what happened to him. It's a whole lot of other stuff surrounding the case that we found. Now, C Ray, in all seriousness, C Ray has shared some information on her channel that she's found out so far. Right. Okay. This is how we roll over here, oh Lauren. Thank you so much. Yep, that is strange how they sway into the people who took Dro out, make you wonder. I pray if Renee received a check from the insurance policy, I hope she takes care of the grands. hmm Uh, that's what I want to know, Sharon. Why is her name not there when supposedly she was driving the vehicle? Hey, Latte, good morning, sis. Do you remember what Cece said as to why Renee does not talk to the kid's mother? You know what? No, I need to go back and listen. I do think that came up last night too. It was just so much. Oh my gosh. I should have had a notepad out last night, just writing it down. But I do remember that coming up. I agree. The nurse and the husband was looking for YouTube 15 minutes. They were a little shady to me. Now, when I originally saw this, y'all, the Facebook Live with the couple, my first, I'm gonna be transparent. These were my first thoughts. I was wondering, like, the guy, he just seemed super animated, and he was doing a lot of the talking. Like, he was, I don't know, like, I was like, well, why isn't the nurse talking up more if she's the professional and could give more information? But it was like he was one of those men that just be like in mess, probably not. Not him, but like some men, baby, they know all the gossip. He was just telling it like a story and with the dramatics. I said, why is he being so dramatic? Those are my original thoughts. I was like, why are you not letting the lady just tell more about, what happened to Dro, or what she found out about his body, his the things that she noticed with his vitals and so forth. He was adding his own opinion and take on it. I said, now, sir, how you know that girl was thinking that? Those are my first original thoughts, though. A cousin came on Gigi or Polo's page and said they sacrificed. Look, Miss Lady C, that's what my whole little short and video was about yesterday. That flyer that was shared, okay, it was shared on that family member's page. And I was just curious because I found it interesting of the verbiage used. And I would have told them, you need to take this off of there. What are you talking about? Okay, I wouldn't have shared anything saying my loved one was sacrificed. Like, what? What are you talking about? But now, after hearing the things that we heard yesterday, that doesn't seem so far away. Like, seriously, it doesn't seem so far away. Was he really a sacrifice? And if we say yes, okay, if you say yes, for who and for what? Always pay attention to who moves up in a rank after a person's demise. Think about this, and I know that this is going to a whole little realm that some people don't believe in or consider, but this is before I've even thought about or heard about things pertaining to this sacrifice stuff, right? Back in the day, okay, I used to always say with two people. Now, these were years ago, what, 20 plus years ago, when Biggie lost his life. Okay. I used to always say, man, when Biggie died, Puffy showing up, came up into a higher little power and was doing more stuff. Okay. I used to just think that to myself, like, man, Puffy like shot up. He became more well known, doing different things. I used to always think that to myself. Another one, when Aaliyah, now remember Aaliyah, she was doing all kind of things. Aaliyah was acting. Okay, she had her CD. She had just done Rock the Boat, a beautiful video. Okay, she was popping. That girl was going up doing some things, and her life ended. Who came into, I'm gonna see if y'all can guess, who rose up into the ranks and became more well known after Aaliyah's demise? I'm gonna see if someone can guess that. Who came up into power after Aaliyah's demise? In the meantime, while y'all guessing, let me see what y'all seeing. The nurse said his eyes were normal. That was a lie if he had a head injury. The mother went to the town hall meeting with hair clips. Let's see. Y'all being messy. That was the hair clips. I was wondering about that too. Okay. To give the appearance that she wants justice, why not work with the Davis family? The white chunky guy with nurse. You said that's what you thought at first. Going to be on YouTube. Yes, that was weird. The white guy even looked a pinch sweet, like a drummer. I can't fool with y'all, MJ. Not a drummer king. Not sure I believe everything they said. User said, why is Polo bringing up street stuff? If it was the car, would have been shot up. Oh, I don't know. Did you hear that the family tried to fight Lulu and she, yes, I did hear that, user. Yes, y'all, that came out as well last night on Gigi's Live. That allegedly some of the family members were trying to fight Lulu because she didn't leave the hospital. They were trying to get the wallet, Dro's wallet, from her. And she pressed charges. Now, I don't know who she allegedly pressed charges on. Okay. But yeah, I did hear that last night. Dro was 33 years old because that is an age of sacrifice. Yes, Tasha's son tried to fight her. Don't blame him. Okay, there y'all go. Bam. Y'all got it. Sharon, user, Sonia. Yep. Honey, 5K. Yep. There y'all go. Right, Brittany? Miss Lady T, y'all clocked it. I'm telling y'all, pay attention. A lot of times you don't even have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. Just pay attention to who starts moving up in rank and starts becoming more well known. That's who the sacrifice was for. Okay, and I didn't even believe in that stuff. I was just peeping how it just all happened out of nowhere. I was like, now I remember Beyonce was doing that, Destiny's Child, and she kind of went, independent, but it wasn't big until Aaliyah died. And then it wasn't long after that is when, bam, B is the new queen. Okay? Just clock it. Y'all know that White was over talking the nurse. He was anxious to be on YouTube. Y'all silly. He was anxious to be on YouTube. But I thought she was gone before Davis family got there. That's what we were told. That's what we were. Hey, at this point, like I said, I don't know. On one hand, we hearing this, then we hear, child, look, I'm just saying what was put out. So, hey, I'm saying allegedly too. Y'all heard me? I'm allegedly saying, because I don't know. I wasn't there. But, child, we've been told all kind of stuff. Well, I am technically a Blue Ivy fan. I believe in sacrificing. Hey, A Young. A Young was in the building last night. You know. Right? It is wild. I think Teresa is a video of Lulu talking to Jamie Foxx. Hmm. B always been that girl. And nothing against her. I'm just saying, hey, after Aaliyah, some people say it was taken out. Hey, they were trying to say Tyler is the new. No, absolutely not. Mm-mm, absolutely not. If you want justice for your son, why tell detectives? No, it was an accident. Lulu is a model girlfriend. Right. Timestamps pics are needed. Yes. Yes. And that's something I'm glad you said timestamps. Polo did say on the account that there were timestamps of transfers and things like that, the amounts, all of that. So, yeah, I think he was trying to say that bust that bubble. So I don't know. Oh. User said, I want to say this. I can't wait to see autopsy report because a lot of folks don't understand blunt force trauma is the same cause of death you see in an assault when someone is struck by an object. Exactly. Yes, I totally agree. Or a fist. Because, yeah, I think I did a live one time when we talked about what that would look like. The blunt force trauma, yes, like that is the question mark. If he just jumped, that's what, let's see, that's what I say, diva, because mama said the wind caused trauma, but how exactly? So if he jumped from the vehicle, it seems as though there would be a different set of injuries, right? Now, if you are depending on how he jumped, I don't know if he did like the guy on the stunt man where he turned and then jumped, okay, or if he would have, I don't know what that would look like, y'all. Like when you say jump out of a vehicle, I mean, it seems like you would have to turn and jump first. Well, when that guy did that on that video, he would have sustained like some type of injuries to his ankles or legs or some type of rash, because your body is going to fall a certain type of way, So especially if the car is going 25 to 30 miles per hour. Newton's law, and I just read some with Newton's law yesterday, states that your body goes in the same motion. Okay, it's the vehicle. It's going to keep going. So your body doesn't stop itself just because you decide to jump out. It's the gravity takes over. Okay, so he would have hurt other parts of his body. He will be scraped all up. But who saw scrapes on him? Right. Was it that windy in Gainesville on that day? The PI will review weather reports, I am sure. Ooh, you know what, MJ? That's a good point. Does anyone know? Do y'all know the date of that? Was it the 27th? Oh, let me write that down. Was it the 27th or the 20? It was a Saturday. I'm looking for a pen. I can remember it. If y'all put it in here, I can remember it. I'm going to go upstairs and look. Was it the 27th? Baby, I done sat in this car too long. Okay. I was going to do another live, but I think this is going to be my live, and I'll just do the videos, upload the videos because, child, it's going to be time for me to go to work. I didn't realize it was this late. The new time, the way it looks outside throws you off. Yeah, what date was it? Okay, the 27th. Okay, I'm going to look that up. Thank y'all so much. Let's see. Now, didn't someone's son cut off their dreads after people started to bring up their name? Yes, the auntie. That's what I heard. Her son is very suspicious. He probably was getting out the car and she pulled off, making him fall back. Now, that could be I could see something like that. Now, to me, that's not an accident. Okay. And that's him getting out of a car, because then I could see him if okay. So let's just say that happened. He gets out. He would probably have the food, possibly. Okay. And then if she hits, he goes back. Yeah, that could be a scenario. At this point, I'm wondering, uh, was the pizza and wings, was it his? They got me, they had me last night second guessing everything. Okay, because now I was like, okay, they had gotten pizza and they circle back around and going back in the direction of the Papa John's. So then I start thinking, well, was the Papa John's his? Because if you already had pizza, you would be going back to the hotel. So then you got them coming back up this way. Well, did they ever go to Papa John's? Oh, wait, we don't have any video footage now to know. Does anyone at Papa John's remember them coming there? Like, come on now, it's too much. He probably, okay, let's see. Tyrone would have had to be scared for his life if he had jumped. That's what I was saying. What was happening in the vehicle if this man was jumping from a vehicle? Did he think that his life was in danger inside of that vehicle for him to jump? Where are his weapons? Okay. Whatever happened to that? We never found out what happened to the weapons. If Aaliyah was still alive, there would be no Beyonce. Aaliyah was doing big things. It's sad how she passed along with her friends. Yep, prayers to the family and the friends. Now, I do think Beyonce, is would have still in her own right been successful. But the timing of it all, that's the part. Okay, the 27th. Let's see, but he was in the middle of a busy highway. That part, that's the other confusion. Now, you mean to tell me this man, y'all on the highway traveling, and a whole man jumps out of a vehicle, and other people, it seemed like that would have been like, skirt, like, I don't know. That part is so fishy to me, too. Now, I get some people pulled over, but in that moment, y'all think about that. In that moment, if he was jumping out, it would have been some skirt. People stopping all behind her and everything. That, I don't know. Something I was thinking that too. Is there any new info on the McNutt case? No, Brittany, but the last update was Jedediah Brown said he was waiting on something to come out before he releases some good news. So that's as far as I've heard so far. The only thing I can think of for Tyrone to jump is if he was scared, but that doesn't explain the food all over. Yeah, I started thinking, was it his food? After last night, all of the stuff they were saying, I said, well, now I'm second guessing the whole Papa John's thing. Did anyone talk to Papa John's? Did anyone see any footage? Did anyone see him come or her come into this place? Because wings still being in a container, pizza thrown, like, was it his? It just made me just think about all of that. I also think he may have been exiting the car and she hit the gas and he may have fallen, but wouldn't he have fallen forward? Maybe. He could have possibly fallen back, because I did see a video, y'all, the other day of a guy who was on a police chase and the helicopters were above recording it. Well, he decides to jump. He had stolen a police car too. So he decides to jump out of the police car. When he jumped out of the police car, he went back and he died from the impact. I did see that. It's so much with this. So he jumped out the car with the pizza and wings. See, that's what makes me second guess the pizza and wings. I don't believe that. Oh my gosh. Go back to the inconsistent police calls. I'm going to have to do that too. See, all this makes you want to revisit certain things. The whole car thing is to throw us off from where the real place that they beat him at. Wow. Beyonce was blowing up regardless. She was jealous of Aaliyah. Jay-Z wanted Aaliyah first. Yeah, and I didn't know that. A Young until a year ago. I said until we saw those pictures. I never knew that Jay-Z was dating Aaliyah. I never knew that part. Charlotte's Web last night by CC. Hi, Paula. The white man said Dro and Lulu Hotel was the other way. How did he know what hotel they were staying at? He stated Lulu didn't stay long or said much. Now, unless before the live, they had told him, gave him some info saying they were staying at that hotel or they went to Papa John's. They may have briefed him on some things before they went live. He would have caused a really bad collision. Exactly. User said, truth is, if she stopped and he got out and she hit the gas, reason it don't line up. If there are no defensive injuries on his hands and arms, no road rash on his palms, no scraping on his forearms, that means he either couldn't brace himself or he was already unconscious or incapacitated before he hit the ground. Ooh, now that's some good info, user. Thank you so much. Wow. Every time CC comes on Gigi panel, it's always a distraction. Well, really, to be honest, they asked for CC to come up. CC didn't come in there. And really, I think her sister was in the chat first. And someone said CC's sister is in the chat and was asking, can CC come up to the panel? And I think she said only if Gigi allows her to. So it wasn't like CC came in there and was like, oh, can I come up on your panel? That's why we need autopsy report. Exactly, user. Yes, a private autopsy would explain a lot of things. Stay away from Gigi Channel. Nothing but I like Gigi Channel. She be laying it out there though. She apologized last night too, y'all. If y'all didn't see it, she did apologize to CC and Royal D and some more people. Writing, if he fell forward out of a moving car, here's what the physics say. Falling forward out of a moving car means his face, forehead, chin, make first contact, hands and arms come out to, but the report only documented blunt force trauma to the head with no mention of facial lacerations, defensive wounds on the hands, road rash across the body, or multiple impact injuries. That's good info. Yeah, Aaliyah was dating Damon Dash, right? What I don't like is constantly taking the focus off Tyrone. The family drama don't matter. Right, exactly. That's why I said certain things I'm not gonna touch on. Let's see. I'm not apologizing to no dang Lulu. No, I'm not there yet. Or the mom. I haven't said anything disrespectful. I just make observations though. Yeah. I'm not apologizing. Okay, I read that. So none of the reasons make sense. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you, user. Thank you for putting that in the chat from your perspective, your professional standpoint. I agree. Okay. It is definitely more to this story, y'all. Definitely more. And I'm pretty sure, brace yourselves. Okay. Brace yourselves because more stuff is probably going to come out that is going to shock us. Okay. So just go ahead and put your seatbelts on. Because yeah, we're in for a ride. And I just really hate that it comes to this. But I just truly feel like some other stuff is going to come out. So just brace yourselves. Was the Papa John's and car accident simply to send us another way? Think somebody went, but it wasn't Dro, and he was unconscious when they dumped him. I think that what had happened had just happened before his body was put there, because both of those witnesses said that he was still kind of grunting and moving around. So I don't think he was fully unconscious during that time, but losing consciousness and things, because even the guy said he looked like he was about to start seizing. So whatever had happened, I think it had just happened, and his body was put there. For some reason, I just don't feel, you're knowing that he just jumped out of a vehicle like that. I don't know. That I don't get a piece about that thing. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. See, lady. Oh my God. How do a couple go from sexing all weekend in a cabin to an argument and now he is dead? Exactly. Yeah. They failed so many families. It's sad. Remember, it was said she went to hotel to try to use ID. Yeah, I did remember that. Cece knew they were online. She asked to come up via her sister, but of course she lied and said she didn't know. Wow, y'all. Okay, well, we are going to get off for now. Um, I have my work cut out for me today. Oh my goodness, but I want to keep y'all in the know and updated. So make sure y'all set your notifications. Let's see, that cabin trip he put together was very thoughtful and sweet. Yes, this is why I said from the beginning something was not right. Right. User said, really? Oh my gosh! I told y'all. We're in for another roller coaster ride today, probably. Okay, put your seatbelts on. Okay, we are finna. You said we're finna experience some turbulence, Craig. Okay. Oh Lord, help us. Hi, Tabitha. Okay, so make sure y'all set your notifications. Also, make sure you hit the like button. It is for free. Right, A Young? You are not the only one. Okay, all of us. Child, I couldn't even go to sleep. Then I told my husband, I said, oh, I'm hungry again. And I had just found out I had lost like 14 pounds. When I went to the doctor, I said, now shoot, I'm celebrating. And now here I go. This case got my nerves tonight. I'm still hungry. I'm not sleeping. And I think I finally dozed off after midnight and had to get up early. So now I'm sleepy today, but I'm on here talking to y'all. Y'all have giving me that boost. Okay, woke me up this morning. You too, Buttercup. Let's see. Thank you for all that you do. Take flight. Thank you, Paula. Okay, I'm buckling up. She said, yeah, I'm invested working and listening. Yeah, me too. Because I want to get to the truth of what happens. All the other stuff, like we said, hey, that's their business. But what I want to get to the bottom of, we are almost 3 months in, is what happened to Dro, and that justice be served for whoever did it. Okay, whoever was involved, that justice is served on his behalf. Yes. And you too, MJ. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. It is for free. Also subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.